you're gonna have to deal with me. Like, I need some music. Music. All right. So, long story short, I'm queued up for the launch. Almost forgot what the camera was for a second. I'm queued up for the launch to start. Um, yeah, we go, Antoine. And in the process, I was supposed to sit down earlier this week to go through everything, and let's do that. Long story short, um, I had assistants lined up for multiple different things, but I don't anymore. So, long story short, I'm having to do some workarounds, and I know for a fact that no matter what I do, I have to lean on AI a lot more over the next 3 days um, to get everything ready. So that's what I'm doing. Going through, I'm going to use deep dive or deep research for analyzing the current launch strategy, and then have it basically give me a breakdown of the fastest way to accomplish the tasks at hand. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Product launch style launch setup twist on it. What I have. Currently, and that's the thing, right? Um, when you get to writing prompts and you actually need it to deliver high quality content. If you're just asking it a question and it's something very simple, like go in Chat GPT and do it, or better yet, use the mobile version and do the talking voice part of it, whatever. I'm still half asleep. Give me a break, and I have a infection and bad tooth, and anyways. So when you're going through and you're wanting it to actually do something big, never write the prompts in ChatGPT. And the reason I say that is sometimes, and if you've used ChatGPT for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you can just hit the button for it to go to the next line, it'll send. Other times you'll hit the button for it to send and it'll go to the next line. I have yet, if there's a secret, please by all means somebody tell me. But what I've learned is it's better if you're going to do something to where it takes a little bit for you to get everything you need to tell it before it starts, doing its thing. Write it in a notes app or a text file or something like that. So after I go through what I currently have, I need you to take is you to understand the offering of Pro Branding Club and who the best customer would be, and go through social media, forums, and other websites to get feedback target market feedback from our target market Also, with this being a like, and I'm trying to do this like I have no idea what I'm doing, right? So, like, even if you're having it do something, and I lean back on home inspectors all the time because, for a few years that's all I worked with. So, like, let's say you're wanting it to help you write a narrative for a home inspection report. You would go in and you want to make sure you stay detailed. Like, it needs to follow such and such standards of practice. It needs to da da da. And then, but yeah, anyways. Also, with this being a new business, I'll just keep it. With this being a new business, I do not have a large list. Do not have the capability for a joint venture launch, so it all has to be shoestring budget or sweat equity and work done by me and you. Being said, I need assistance after you go through my content. Oh, it's killing me. Hurts. Um. All right, so that's what I got. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this like a crash course on this. 5 client compass. This is a training to help business owners gonna start sneezing like crazy, and I apologize. You guys are gonna have to witness that. You'll get to see what it's like because I sneeze a lot. Um, okay, ChatGPT. All right. So on to the next one. 5'8", and this should be shit. What is this? The origin story. I'm gonna need this. All right, I can feel a sneeze coming. I swear. It's just to push. I'm getting sidetracked. I can't be looking at that. Hold on. Sorry, I'm only showing one screen, and thankfully for good reason. I'll cover the fundamentals of on-page SEO for our blog post. Okay. All right, content. I'll show you how to crank out multiple pieces. All right, so as you see, I don't write small prompts. So what I'm gonna do, and this one's probably gonna take a minute. I'm assuming it's not something that's gonna just like go crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the regular window. Don't ask how I did this because it it's different. I don't know. Buddy of mine showed me how to do this. So you're gonna click on deep research. Then you're gonna paste in your prompt. Go down and make sure it's all in there and send. And I'm expecting this to take probably 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, here, clarify the ideal customer. All right, again, sometimes I still want to do it, but if you're doing something that's a numbered list, you want notes because it could be bad. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to the bottom, and we're gonna answer these. Let's just put some space just to track it and know what we're saying. Okay, one. Market is solopreneurs service Yeah, solopreneurs and service-based businesses. 2. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what happens. Cause see, I was like, I needed to do this anyways. Um, and yeah, why not let y'all see the process? Oh, this is good. Hey, y'all heard this? This is gonna get banned, but like, whatever. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Cause I'm gonna plan on coming back to this. I no yeah, it's still. I'm gonna do everything in my power to get it live. And follow the launch. Like y'all watch me write the whole thing up. Like it's here. Y'all want to see what's coming. Yeah. Yep. That's the whole thing. So Monday is Client Compass. That is it's a training I've been working on technically for like 4 years. But it's a training and a methodology of looking at your clients and how to get the best understanding for your target market, um, including like the path that they're on, the journey they're going to take between where they realize, uh, uh, where they realize that they need your services, the whole way through to after hiring you and like whatever. It covers a lot. You'll see it. Then the pro branding workshop. web design webinar. There's going to be a lot of stuff given there. Okay, so it's still, oh, see, and it's going to Warrior Forum and like all this. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Of course, the origin story is gonna tell the story of Lewis Engel and them, when they built the marketing strategy behind what everyone ought to know about stocks and bonds. It was an article that they put out, I think, in the late '40s. Um, I have the details in the training, but it literally was like a 12, 15 person shop. Like it was a small boutique firm. And he talked him into running this article in the paper. Instead of an actual ad, it was an actual helpful article. And I'll break the article down and all that in the origin story. But yeah, is the first known piece of content marketing, at least on that level. Um, and it's the reason Merrill Lynch exists. So like, it's a very big story. But as you continue to go down, of course, we're open. Sales open the 9th. Memberships open to the new dashboard. Of course, Monday at some point, I'm hoping to get it done around 10 o'clock. But Monday, we'll be launching the entirely brand new, redesigned, facelift given Pro Branding Club, or not Pro Branding, Built by Pro website. Um, and we're going live at 10. 12 o'clock, the client compass training should drop. And then we're just going. Uh, I got a couple more, I don't know, 6, 7 pages left I got to go through for Built by Pro to make sure all the pages are done. And fine tune the back end a little bit more. There's some design stuff that I'm looking out, and like I'm not 100%, like it's going through anyways. Um, yeah, and then moving through the second week is the biggest thing with the second week, in my opinion, is gonna be that Monday. Like that very first one, it's coming out with a bang with the Chat GPT crash course. In that, I'm also gonna have like a free PDF resource for people to download that's going to have like the fundamentals of writing prompts and whatnot, but it's also going to have an index of some like very powerful prompts that I'm going to give away for free. And of course, you know, for those who are signing up, that'll immediately lead them over everyone to the Ask New page. Then from the Ask New page, which is where the crash course is going to be, it'll direct you based on, you know, where you're at. Like if you're a member, if you're not a member, do you have ChatGPT Plus, or are you just using the free version? There's resources for everyone, whether you're not a member and you don't have ChatGPT Plus, or you're a member and you don't have, or you're a member and you do, like all that. So different resources. It links out to everything there. But more importantly, it kind of leads us into Lead Lizard, which is the next one, which is lead generation and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to create an ebook. I'm going to show you how to use the ebook cover template to make the cover, the book mock-up, for the sales page, or the landing page rather. Branded blogging. This one is going to be massive because this blog post prompt kit plus the template that comes with the easy website template is nasty. And it sounds insane when I'm about to say this. It's an hour to write a blog post. Most people are going to go, yeah, of course. But in that hour, on average, right? Like I haven't finished that training yet. There's a lot of different things. I'm not 100% sure which blog post I'm going to do. But I'm going to write a full blog post. And you guys are going to be able to watch me go through and hit every section, including making sure there's a table of contents, making sure the content is over 2,500 words, making sure the content is SEO'd, your keywords are in the right place, um, making sure, of course, you have your meta title, your meta description, and then the coolest part is creating a resource for like a add-on with the blog post. So I've done this a few times with myself and some clients where I've done the blog post, and let's say I'm talking about, I don't know, the well, let's use mine, right? How much does it, like a website cost estimator calculator, right? It took 5 minutes. I didn't even have to like do anything. I literally walked through with the prompt. You have to change the like all this is, it's built into the thing, so like it walks you through it in the training. Um, but it was an HTML calculator that ChatGPT made. I just copied the code and pasted it in the website in an element that's for HTML, dragged it over, paste, save. And it's a calculator that's like, okay, well, if you're building it yourself, here's the cost. Basically, is a mixture between the actual cost and time included. So, like, if you go into, like, I'm going to make it my own, where you use an easy website template. No, cool. You're going to have an extra 10 hours. And the result is not, and it tells you all this stuff because I was able to go back and forth and go, well, if they click this, or if they do this, then this, or whatever the case may be. And it's crazy. This thing is still going. So that's what it means by deep research. It is not playing. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so once the blogging is over, then we go into the crash course for Content Crank. And the Content Crank is just what it is. It's you cranking out content. I'm going to go through, the concept is one true blog post a week. Because of course, like, more the merrier. You don't want to just put garbage on your website though. So you want to make sure you have a strategy. You have an outline of blog posts, um, like a topical map of some stuff that you really like need to put out in order to move your target market along that line that we're going to cover in the client compass to get them to understand the next step. And whatever it is, like, it could just be a single specific topic that you're covering, but those blog posts, when you do one massive blog post a week, it gives you, if you break it down right and you finish every section that's in the outline and in the blog post structure, you can put the blog post up, let's say on a Friday, and that literally gives you the weekend to pull from the blog post and plug into social media. And you could do this in like one day a month and get all this stuff together. So all you're doing is going in a couple, platforms, posting it in the morning before you get started on your day, and you're done. But yeah, so the Content Crash Course is to take that blog that we write, the 2,500 word blog post with all the extra stuff we're going to do for it, the images we make to put in it, like all that stuff. And the purpose that the outline, and the reason why the outline is so crazy and the way that it's structured, it of course has conversion metrics built in to where it makes sure that it holds the reader onto the website. It makes the content engaging. It's broken up, small paragraphs, images, video, like all this stuff that you could do with it. And I'm going to go through some other AI tools that you may want to look into that will allow you to go in and handle stuff if you don't want to do it. Like, if you don't want to get on video, like, I'll show you how to do a couple video in concept to do video without getting in front of the camera, even if you don't like your voice, and there's AI to help with that. But because you have all this in the blog post, then you have all this content that can be distributed. You have images that can be shared to social media. And of course, this is one of the pro prompts in the GPTs as well. There's a lot of it crosses over. It's just GPTs are easier if you have plus. The functionality of being able to say, this is this piece of content that promotes this piece of content. And it looks at it and it's smart enough to understand what you're doing, and it literally gives you a spin off of content. Um, if it's a specific thing you're talking about, and that's one of the things I'll be using next week with ChatGPT in the middle of the launch, is you can go in this custom GPT that I got, and it is for pro members only. It is not or pro branding club members. Standard members get this as well. It's not something that like is exclusive to annual and lifetime, but it writes all your content. Like it gives you a full breakdown. I'd showcase it, but now's not the time. But you go in and you're like, okay, this is what I'm writing a post about my day, whatever. If you're doing a documenting post, and you're like, this is boom, 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 and you just write whatever, a sentence, two sentences, and you go. And it breaks down a professional post, it breaks down a friendly post for like Facebook and whatnot. It breaks down posts if you have a link included in the post. It breaks down two of the similar posts, one that says like link, and then the other one's like link in bio. And it does all this for you off. You just send it the link, go. And it goes, got it. Rewrite, rewrite, rewrite. And it gives 4 or 5 different like write-ups. So it has like long form, professional for LinkedIn, short form for like status update post type stuff for like Twitter threads, or like the ones that just, small character limits to full posts. And then, of course, if you're with Plus, there's GPTs. So, anyways, all this stuff feeds into the content crank. And it basically takes that blog post and flips it into a buttload of different content. And if it's something that you have the time, like, and once you get into it, the structure, and you have your topical map and the content you're putting out every week, or if you wanted twice a week or whatever the case may be, and you build the structure based on like, because not everybody's going to use all platforms. I get that. Like, I think a lot of you should, but you may only use, and of course it depends on your business, right? Like if you target the older generation and your content is marketed to 50-year-olds plus, you may or may not want to do Snapchat. Like, there's some platforms that just wouldn't make sense. Or you may just truly not have time. You may truly be busy, and you may be like, look, I can do Facebook, Instagram, and Threads because it all fits under one thing. Like if you're using the Meta Business Center or whatever, you can post to all 3 platforms at once. Or if it's all linked up, you can go to your phone with your Instagram and post it right there. But the next thing is, but yeah, I'm getting too deep into it. We'll cover that later. And then of course, the 16th is the last day for the discounts. It's gonna be, and like I said, it's 20% discount on everything if you sign up for the monthly membership, but you want the easy website template. If you sign up for the standard, it will give you a one-time discount, 40% for the easy website template. And as I go through everything Wednesday with the web design webinar, and I cover what's in the template and what you should know about building a website, conversion from within a website, you'll understand when I say that, like, what the retail price is going to be set at, it technically is super low. I had a client that had a friend that was in same city, same business, and they went to a local design shop. And now, granted, it was a one-on-one thing. He wanted more input, but he didn't want to. 11 minutes is how long that took. Anyways, he didn't want to go through and like just hire me. Uh, he wanted kind of hand holding. So I was like, well, I'll tell you what. I was like, I have this thing. I'll walk you through it. It'll take us about 5, 6 hours. And he's like, dude, that's a lot of time. And I'm like, well, you'll see what I mean. We go through, we build it, um, and it was insane. Because he did it was basically a redesign of he's changing brands, new name, all that. So it was kind of a redesign, but um, at the same time, it was a new site, so there wasn't like SEO issues. But even if it is a redesign and you don't find all of the redirects you need to make for SEO, it automatically has a default redirect to the homepage, so nobody goes to a 404. And if they do happen to fall on 404, there's an actual 404 design that's set up and ready to roll. That being said, so this is set up. Research complete. Here we go. Wow. This is, well, no wonder it took forever. Damn it. Man. Like, if you know what to ask, I'm not even gonna lie. As this goes through, this could be a product. Like, it's not for me, but yeah, a product for somebody who like really wants to go in and like revamp and like we'll do a da 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 workshop, and you get 30 minutes on the phone with them, ask them questions, fill in notes, and then like, and it makes all sources. Jesus. And you could prop more than likely. I mean, this is, yeah, it'll take a minute for me to go through this, but I'm gonna need to. Yeah, so yeah, it's insane. That being said, my phone is blowing up. I've missed a whole bunch of calls and stuff. Uh, I normally don't go live first thing. I had phone calls to make, and I didn't make them. I found out the downside. Anywho, you guys are awesome. You rock. And yeah, back to it. I'll holler at y'all later.